This week, we talk about swooping a grain theory, Root's new Golden State, and how KROM is pushing the Dama apparel game to the next level. Welcome to Kendama Syndicate Weekly. I'm your host, Jason Agency, and this is the Kendama Syndicate Lair, where each week we're going to get together and talk a little bit about what happened in the past week in Kendama. Just in case you missed a Facebook post, an Instagram post, or something on YouTube, I'm going to bring you guys up to speed on some of the bigger happenings in the Dama world. I'll also be dropping information about new stuff that maybe you haven't seen out there in the social media world, just calling people up and saying, hey, what's the scoop on that new stuff that you're working on? So let's get right into this week's show. First up, we're going to talk about Grain Theory. So Grain Theory this past weekend dropped two brand new kendamas. They were the Gin and Tonic and the Outdoorsman. And one of those two was a cocktail-based name. Jake and Matt have been on a little bit of a binge, pun intended, about naming their kendamas after alcoholic beverages. No big deal though. Looks like they're laying off the booze just a little bit with these last two. Both of them are gorgeous. Take a look at the picture right here. Definitely something that you would have been lucky to have swooped. And speaking of how lucky you have to be to swoop, big shout out to those two guys for upping the production out of Tennessee for the Grain Theory stuff lately. It looks like in the past it's been super hard. All you Dama heads know it takes a lot of refresh, add to cart in order to get your GT that you want. In the past, I think the hit rate amongst my friends and my circle of Dama heads at least has been about 1 in 3. So one person happy, two people crying. And that was just the way that it was. And then you went into Facebook and tried to spend $300 or $400 to pick one up later. But in the past 3 months, the increase in production has actually made it a little bit easier to grab one. So you can get them on Facebook pretty easy now, but on the actual drops, 2 out of 3 of my friends are able to score. And usually the one that didn't score was just a little lazy or a little bit late to the party. So thanks guys for putting out a little bit more product. It's definitely helping some of us go in and get the Damas that we want. So following up that story, I want to talk a little bit about Roots Kendama. So Roots has been playing in the background, doing some awesome new colorways over the last 6 months, but the one they dropped is very close to my heart. This past week, they came out with something called the Golden State. It comes in both a beach and ash version. The ash version is absolutely gorgeous, but after the Golden State Warriors. So it's got the blue and yellow colorway. It's a nice thin stripe that everyone's been jamming these days. And of course, on that Roots ash can, sure to be money. We're going to get one of those, probably run it through a test here on Kendama Syndicate. We've got some on order, so we'll have them up on the website soon enough here. Also, I want to talk a little bit about something that Sweets turned me on to this week. Super excited about this company. So, take a look at this picture, guys. This picture is something that Illusion Kendama did. And they're a new custom creator that does glass art inspired Kendama work. And again, I don't really need to say any more. You guys saw the pics. You probably saw it on Instagram, but they're probably the most detailed thing that I've ever seen in my life on a kendama. And they're not selling these online yet. My guess at this point in time is they're doing something that is probably on commission or special order only. So we're looking into this. I'm going to try and get in touch with the Illusion Kendama guys this week, and I will let you know in the next show what I hear back from them about whether or not they're planning on taking these things mainstream and actually putting them up for sale. Meanwhile, below this YouTube video, you guys will find a link to their Instagram page. Go check it out. Stuff is amazing. So next up, I want to talk a little bit about KROM. So KROM is really raising the bar. I think everybody who's looked at and bought Kendama apparel over the last couple of years knows that the general thing is you get a t-shirt, maybe a crew neck, and you put a logo printed on the chest, or maybe some really, really clever artwork like what Deal With It's been putting out in collaboration with some artists. But really beyond that, there's one, maybe two location prints. It's pretty basic t-shirt work. And this time, KROM actually pushed it a bit further. So they've got 3 new pieces that I'm super impressed by. The first piece is called the Pro City Reflex Tee. This is a black t-shirt, and it has a print on the chest. It's got a print on the back. It's got a print around the inside of the neck. It's custom tag work. The thing is just awesome, and it's got actual reflective material that they use to screen print onto the shirt. So if you have a late night Dama session and you're worried about getting run over by a car while you're riding your fixie home, you just get this shirt and you'll be one step closer to being safe when riding at night. Next, I want to talk about the Noya Noya Sweat. It's a crew neck shirt. It's a sweatshirt. Really, really cool. If you guys know the Noya, then you know what that print looks like, and they put that in multiple locations over that crew neck. And then finally, my favorite of the bunch is the Lil Sporty LST. It's a blue long sleeve tee that has black accents right around the sleeves and on the neck. Really, really cool color. It's got a 3-eyed happy face right here on the chest. Really love this piece. Finally, they've got that band around the waist at the very lower part of this little bit longer t-shirt that says KROM, 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 KROM all the way around the bottom. So again, really love this. I'm going to get some of these into our stores here, and I want to go ahead and do an in-depth feature on some of these pieces and just show you guys some of the detail that went into this because I'm super impressed. So lastly, I just want to talk a little bit about Bonzai Kendama. So Bonzai Kendama dropped a few months back and with some really, really awesome stuff, really cool woods. They brought out Keyaki, which no one's done really except for some of the Japanese brands. They brought out Ash. They brought out some Wang stuff with some pretty stripes. But now they've got a Sacred series that they dropped that's got wood-burned art inside of the Tama. Take a look at this stuff. It's really, really detailed. I know it's $123, which is a lot of money for a Dama, but it's definitely a shelf-worthy collector's type piece. The art's gorgeous, it's one of a kind, it's wood-burned, a lot of time, energy, and love went into these things. So hop on over to Bonzai Kendama, take a look at this series. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's it, guys. That's what we've got this week on Kendama Syndicate, Kendama Weekly. I'm Jason Agency. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys want to see a little bit more about what goes into these shows and what we're really up to during the week, check us out on Snapchat. It's Dama Syndicate on Snapchat. One last thing, be on the lookout for Operation Burger. It's a brand new web show that we're going to be putting together where I drive out, pick up Kendama pros or other people in the Kendama scene and do a quick little interview. We drive, we talk, we get a burger, we tell you where that burger spot is and how good it is, and then on the way back we talk about some new secret stuff that might be coming out from them, so you guys get a little drop of information on what's new and what's coming. So again, Operation Burger, first episode is going to be on our website this week. Be on the lookout for that. Thanks for tuning in. I'm out.